Hi y'all, my name is Megan. Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. So, I found an old diary of mine. It's locked and I had this when I was in elementary school, but I want to see what I wrote. So, that is what today's video is going to be. The first issue is that this is locked. So, and I obviously don't have the key anymore. So I found this bobby pin and we're going to attempt to pick the lock. Oh, yes. I haven't read this since I stopped journaling in it. Oh, wow. Okay, so first we open it up. It says, "This diary belongs to Megan." And then I wrote one of my favorite quotes when I was a kid, which is, "Don't tell me the sky's the limit when there's footprints on the moon." Quite inspirational. Okay, but let's see. How much did I write in it? Oh my god. This is extensive. Dear diary, my name is Megan. I'm glad I got that off my chest. Anyway, I'm in 5th grade.
What describes me?
I like how, I don't know why, but when I had diaries as a kid, I would write to them as a person, which I guess is the whole reason of why it's there. It's to process your thoughts and stuff. But this is just really funny how I'm describing myself to myself. I have blonde hair and blue eyes. I have a feeling that I was afraid that someone would open this, and so I was being really positive, and I probably did not write anything negative. Let's see. The next entry was in December. I started talking about my soccer team, and I said, "I'm on Black 3. Black 3, when I played soccer, you guys, was the absolute lowest team that you could be on in, the club ranking of teams. I was horrible at soccer. But I wrote, "I'm on Black 3. They don't divide us by skill, though. At least not for this league." I was trying to, look all fancy or something. This is just so funny. I knew I was bad in elementary school, but I wanted to think that I was better. And so I think that's why I wrote about this and how it was really not divided by skill. So the next day I was writing about this winter performance that we had coming up. And I was like, I'll be dancing the sword dance, deck the halls, and the stick dance. And then in tiny, tiny letters right here, I wrote, "A lot of my special secrets will be in the middle of the book." That's so funny. I was so afraid for some reason that people would how in movies, people always find the diary and then they uncover all your secrets about you. I really thought that was going to happen. And even though this had a lock, I was so afraid. So I didn't want to talk about it. I wonder if we can find those special secrets. Wow, my handwriting was so bad, but it has not gotten better than this. It's still horrible. Next, I was writing about some of my dreams. And I want to list these off for you guys. My first dream was
To turn my house into an art museum.
That was a big dream of mine. I wanted to put up all my artwork. My second dream was for global warming to end. Unfortunately, that did not come true. And my last dream that I wrote was to ride a lion. And then with a little arrow, I wrote, "That one is foolish, and I would probably get killed." And then I ended the entry. These are just so funny. It's so bizarre to look back on this and think about how I thought back then. I used to have a calendar or a little planner as a kid, and they would give it out to all of our schools in elementary school to help with organization and stuff. But I wrote, "Problem, : I have lost my agenda. I keep track of my homework in it. And I am really worried. Jordan, my teacher, is ever so nice, but sometimes strict on homework. What if I get in trouble? What if I lose it? And everyone knows." And I underlined everyone. This is so funny. And then I wrote, "Calm down, Megan. It's okay." I was so worried about all these little things. It's just so bizarre to look back on it and see how I'm thinking. Dear diary, this was December 29th. My mom keeps telling me to do stuff, and I'm really mad at her. She says we are going to be late to an ice skating party with my friend Angelica, and she says she's using her only 20 minutes of free time, which interferes with mine. Xmas was fun. We played a lot in the snow. And then I talked about Xmas, and then I said, "I am still very mad." And I wrote a tiny little angry face, underlining mad. Nick, I think, just got stuck in the bathroom. So bye. False alarm. He was playing with the door. Bye. Aw, this is cute. I wrote, if you had a name, what do you think it would be? Diana? Daisy? Dunker? I think I'll stick with Diary. It's so cute how I wrote it like it was a person. Oh my god. I was having a serious religious crisis. On January 3rd, I was writing about this elephant that I saw at the zoo, and then I said, I heard of something called paper to water, I think it is. I heard of something called paper to water, and it's where you make art to sell, and the money goes into making wells so girls can go to school. And they were talking a lot about God. And then in all caps I wrote, am I supposed to believe in God? Oh gosh. Poor girl. And then I wrote, also, I'm worried about my lost agenda. Help me! The next entry is, Dear Diary, I found my agenda. Yay! Aw, when I was a kid, I had like trouble falling asleep a lot of times because I would just stress about it. And I wrote, I'm having trouble sleeping again. Or I'm having sleeping troubles again. I sleep in my parents' bed a lot and my dad doesn't like it. Help me get to sleep. I was writing about this ski program that I was doing, and I wrote, ski bus is where you get to ski on the mountain by yourself and with others your age. Well, we're just hanging out here. What the was I saying? I'm so confused. Oh, and then I wrote, yesterday I had a sleepover with Megumi and Sophia. It was so boring. We also saw a magician perform. Poor Megumi and Sophia, I'm just being brutal. Anyway, we are just hanging out. Bye. P.S. We stayed up till 1 o'clock on Thursday. Plus, I saw my first American Idol show and had my first latte. Aw, I wrote again about my sleeping problems. I said, hi, sadly, recently I've been having sleeping problems. Eek, help! Instead of this, it's sometimes like this. Help! Now my bro has locked me in the bathroom. He has his water gun. The main reason I'm in here is to save your precious paper. Gotta go to help myself. Megan. The way that I write this diary as if it's like my friend, probably my only friend, is so funny. Oh my god. I wrote, also, today, Megumi insulted Sophia, my friend, right in her face and didn't even say sorry. I am so mad at Megumi. I want to give her a piece of my mind. I am also never letting her read my diary. No way. She shouldn't be so mean. Sophia's friend asked her to say sorry and she says, ugh. I am so mad. Bye. Angry face. I feel like one of my main worries that I keep writing about is just getting older. And I'm sad about getting older. Which is kind of sad because, like, at my age, I feel like I shouldn't have been worrying about that. This was in May. I wrote, I lost you. I couldn't find you. I'm so sorry. I haven't written in a while. Oh, that's so sad. I keep just writing about how I'm so nervous to be growing up. I wrote, I can't believe that I soon will be in middle school. I'll be graduating from 5th grade in 6 days. Eek! But yay! Summer! It's so funny how I would just, like, dump all of my, like, big emotions and then just be like, bye! Bye! See ya! When I was, like, writing this, I remember that I kind of felt, like, this pressure to have my diary be a certain way and to write a lot, which I think is why I wrote so many, like, short entries and then, like, a lot of really short entries because I was just, like, that's why I never asked for a diary as a kid, is because I wanted to, or I thought that there was some sort of way you were supposed to do it. And, like, even now I have a journal, but I, like, rarely use it. But I feel like there's so much, like, even as a kid, there was, like, pressure on how to have a diary in the right way. Do you guys remember the diaries that you could speak into and they would unlock? I wanted one of those so badly. So badly. Like, those were amazing. But instead I got this one, which is also cool. Which was cool. I wrote, anyways, super hot here. Climate change is here, people. Do something. In all caps. It seems like my top 3 worries right now are growing up, climate change, and getting enough sleep. Those were my biggest worries as a child. And then I wrote, sorry, I hate global warming. I wish it would end. Anyway, gotta go and make my lunch. I wrote, hi you guys. Me and Nikki are staying home by ourselves while mom and dad go out. We are gonna stay up really late until they get back, which will be at 10:30. I was wondering, how do you think I'll do in 6th grade? Well, I sure hope so. Me and Nikki are kind of nervous. We are really wondering when they are getting back and are scared. I'm sure we won't be able to go to sleep until they get home. Oh, Mr. Nicky, aka my awesome brother, we are getting really nervous, so I think I'll go comfort Nikki. Bye! Aww, that's so cute. Okay, this was in August. This was like right before I was starting school. Hi, guess what? In 2 days, I'll be starting 6th grade. Yippee! That was sarcastic, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I have all my stuff ready, basically. It is a Sunday. We start school on Tuesday, and I'm hanging out. I am really sorry I haven't been writing, and I know it must be annoying to hear my dull entries. I'm sorry you had to get me with my handwriting and all, but I don't ignore you. Anyway, I was thinking, maybe I should hide the key to you somewhere else, eh? I ponder over it. I think I'll go now. Bye! These are just so bizarre. Oh my god, this is really funny. Anyway, Halloween was really fun. You probably already know, but I was devilish relish. In 6th grade, you guys, I dressed up as a relish bottle for Halloween. I don't know why. It was a great idea. But it was like devilish relish. And so I had like devil horns and stuff. I'll insert a photo of the costume. It was horrible. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was devilish relish. My devilish relish emoji. I went with my friends Julia, Fiona, and Esme. Sadly, Esme invited my arch nemesis Sedona, so I had to deal with that. Julia was mustard, Fiona was ketchup, and Esme was mayonnaise, and Sedona was Nyan Cat. It poured all through Halloween, and it was crazy. It was super dark, and I had to have an umbrella because my relish sign was paper, but that was okay. I remember I was so against this girl because she was becoming friends with one of my friends, and like they were closer than I was, and so I was jealous and afraid that my friend was gonna stop being friends with me because she was like kind of pulling her away. I was so upset at her in middle school. Oh, and then I wrote a little star, and I said, the star I wrote means that Sedona was not showed in the picture on purpose. Oh my god. I drew a picture of all of us at Halloween, and I didn't include her. That's just brutal. Oh, this is so sad. I was talking about some of the Paris terrorist attacks that had happened around this time. Wow, this is actually really sad. And I said, all the people who were killed in Paris, I'm sure went to heaven. They probably lived a good life. Wow, that is really sad. It's really interesting to think about myself, like growing up with all of these like kind of bad events happening and how that affected me. It's sad to see me writing about this in my journal as such a young kid. I wrote, this is another entry. I wrote, today me and my mommy went shopping. We got my first bra, all in underlines. Eek! It's gray, and I was so embarrassed when we bought it. And then I wrote, I guess my chest is a little big, but a lot smaller than some other girls. Me, other kid, awkward silence. Oh my god. I wrote about some of the kids in my neighborhood, and one of them I had a huge crush on, and I never wrote about it, but I wrote, Dylan and Jackson, 2 twins in the same grade as me, live down the street. Dylan is in my C&C. He's okay, I guess. A lot of girls in my grade have crushes on these two. I was trying to write about it to make it not seem like I did, but I totally did. And then after another one, I wrote, oh my god, I kept writing about these two. To continue what I was talking about, Dylan's pretty funny. He's a lot more nice than Jackson. P.S. Dylan may have a crush on me, like a half crush. What is a half crush? What does that even mean? Oh my gosh. Wow, and then I finished it, you guys. I left us hanging on what happened with me and Dylan. Well, I remember, nothing happened with me and Dylan. But this is so funny what I was writing. I wonder if I had a crush on him. Probably. Well, that's the end of the diary, you guys. At the end, I put, peace, love, and rainbows to everybody. I'm just an inspirational woman. I love my quotes. What can I say? I left a lot of this blank. Like, I filled up about half of this, but it was still like a solid year and a half worth of entries, which I'm honestly surprised about. Like, I didn't think we were going to get this much out of this journal. I thought it was just going to be like a few entries. It was very interesting reading this back, y'all, and I hope that you enjoyed looking at inside the brain of younger me. I'm going to lock this up now. I don't want this lying around. Okay, perfect. All my secrets are safe. Well, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was very fun to make, and I hope that you found it interesting to look back at some of my old thoughts and everything. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.